I turned around to grab my cable that I left behind,
Right.
and they were like zombies. Everybody jumping over the fence, under the stage, trying to get to us. Crazy. That was the craziest experience.
Or is it a mystery?
A lot of the things I do are mysterious.
What's going on, family? It's your boy To The Top Chris, and I'm here with
Madrid from Madrid's Media.
We about to get into it. So, all right, Madrid, for those who don't know, my brother,
Talk to me.
what is it that you do, bro?
What do I do? So I am a celebrity photographer, videographer, and owner of my new studio, 1544 Collective, and director.
The people want to know, how long have you been doing this for?
I've been doing this for about 3-4 years now, I'd say, since COVID 2020. We're in 2024, 4 years now.
Oof, the grind is real. This is what happens when you never give up at all, right?
Fact.
So I've seen your page, and I've seen that you've worked with celebrities. Which ones have you worked with, my bro?
Which ones? Some of the biggest celebrities I work with have been 50 Cent, French Montana, Neo, Bryson Tiller, and that was during my hip hop time. Now my Spanish time that I'm doing now, I work with artists like Kevin Roldan, which we went on tour with, Omar Kors, Dave V, Sky Rompiendo. It keeps going on from there.
So what would you say was the most craziest thing you've experienced while being with these people?
My craziest experience with these artists was definitely one of the last shows we had on tour in Mexico. These people, the fans knew that we weren't coming back until who knows when. So
Right.
after the last tour, once we walked off stage, I turned around to grab my cable that I left behind.
Right.
And they were like zombies. Everybody jumping over the fence, under the stage, trying to get to us,
And at this moment, Chris knew they were bugging.
running out past security. It was crazy. That was the craziest experience.
How did your journey start, and how did it all happen from you working with celebrities and working in nightclubs?
Well, it started during COVID, so we all had a whole lot of time on our hands. So that's when I picked up a camera, and being that I always liked music and creating visuals my whole life, that's what I decided to do. I dedicated all my time to that. I put my creativity into videos and photos,
Right.
and that's how it just grew from there.
So I personally want to know this. Who do you do this for, and what drives you to stay up late, get through all these sleepless nights in order to make all these things happen?
So I do it for myself and my family.
Respect.
And then what drives me is the motivation. So I like working overnights because I like knowing that everybody else is sleeping while I'm working. Right? Then I wake up early and I still get to it while everybody else is working.
Love that. What would you say were some major challenges you faced early in your career?
Some major challenges that I faced was, well, being a creator, you have to be creative. Sometimes you're not creative. One thing I learned that is if you have a block, take a day to just no content at all, just think, and then you'll get creative from there. So I think creativity every day, having something different, because you can't have the same work for everybody.
Right.
Having different work for everybody is the biggest difficulty.
Can you share your most memorable project or collaboration this whole year?
This year, 2023, I did my first video that hit 20 million views, music video for Kevin Roldan in the Hamptons, $150 million house. It was a big music video, big production. I directed the whole thing. That's probably my biggest accomplishment.
Where do you see the future of media production heading, especially with new technologies with AI and all that coming out?
That's a good question. So media production now, everything is going up a different level, right? So the beginners are now intermediates just because they have AI and all these easier mechanisms, right? So now the advanced people have to figure out what's after advanced, what's on top, right? So that's probably the future.
Okay, now we're about to get into these speed questions, the level up questions. And I want Madrid to answer it in one sentence or less. Ready?
Go ahead.
What advice would you want to give to somebody who just picked up the camera just like you did in 2020?
Practice. All you got to do is practice. And in the beginning, you're not going to like what you create, but you have to practice just like any sport. You can't be good at basketball making threes if it's your first time picking up a ball.
How important has networking been in your journey, and what tips do you have to build genuine connections?
Networking is the most important factor of being an entrepreneur and in this creative industry. And then the tips that I have on building genuine connections is being genuine, right? People can see through the fakeness. People can see when you're just trying to use somebody for what they have, right? And people do that all the time.
For anybody watching right now in the audience, what advice would you give to them for those who want to start a business, become an entrepreneur, and provide for the ones that they love?
So you have to know your business. Like it's not just all fun and games. You have to actually know numbers, statistics, legal stuff, taxes. Go get your LLC if you're really going to take it that far, if you want to have employees.
So what future projects can we expect to see from you right now? Or is it a mystery?
A lot of the things I do are mysterious. But, I just launched my own studio right now, 1544 Collective. I have my first flight of the year coming up next week and my first international trip next month.
Let's go, man. Listen, y'all heard it here first. It's To The Top Chris.
It's Madrid from Madrid's Media.
Let's level up.